Welcome to today's program, a program where we get to talk about the daily lawyers dissect legal issues with intent to educate.
This is the perfect space to create professional quality videos, recording.
On Trendz today, Abuja-Based veterinary doctor killed, 3 children abducted by suspected kidnappers. Over 5,000 flee to Cameroon after Boko Haram reportedly seizes Nigerian border town. Ebonyi pastor arrested for allegedly abusing 22-year-old female church member. Uniport vice chancellor orders arrest of final year students over white t-shirt sign-out ban. Sean Diddy Combs sentenced to 50 months in prison, files immediate appeal. It's another Monday and sadly, Nigeria wakes up to yet another disturbing news. Just last week, we mourned the death of Arise TV journalist Somtochukwu Maduagu, who lost her life during a robbery attack in the Katampe area of Abuja. And now this week begins with another heartbreaking report, but this time, the killing of a medical professional right here in the nation's capital. Hello and welcome to today's episode of Trendz with LJ, where we analyze trending, leadership, economic and justice issues in Nigeria and across the globe with the aim of finding lasting solutions. I am your host, Omoyeni Ujeifu. Don't forget you can also be a part of this conversation on our YouTube and Facebook platforms at LJ Nigeria. Joining me today is a special panel whom I shall be introducing after the break.
Camera rolling. Light set. Sound check. And action.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's program, a program where we get to talk about the daily lawyers dissect legal issues with intent to educate.
This is the perfect space to create professional quality videos, recording news, podcasts, and all media content. With top-of-the-line cameras, studio lighting, soundproof spaces, we provide everything you need for a seamless shoot. Our fully equipped studio ensures high-quality production every time. Enjoy a comfortable, air-conditioned environment with professional-grade gear and expert support. Contact us now or visit our Abuja location to reserve your spot.
Welcome back from the short break. This is still Trendz with LJ, and our panelists today are Barrister Munirat Adama. Yeah, welcome to Trendz today.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. And then we have Miriam Gamaliel with us in the studio. You're welcome. Thank you very much for being here. So we're starting today's trend on a very sad note. Tragedy struck in the Federal Capital Territory here in Abuja. Suspected kidnappers murdered an Abuja-based veterinary doctor. And this person was a former chairman of the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, FCT chapter, Dr. Ifeanyi Ubu. Now, the incident occurred on Friday when gunmen invaded his residence in Kubwa area along the Kubwa-Kaduna Road, abducting him and his 3 children. His body was later discovered by the roadside. Now, this sad development has stirred public outrage and renewed conversations about insecurity within Abuja and its surroundings. This attack also comes just a week after we mourned a Rise TV journalist that was killed last week Friday at her residence. So now these back-to-back incidents have got people talking about the rate of insecurity in the nation's capital. Barrister Munirat, what do you have to say about this?
I feel it's quite unfortunate that this insecurity we hear from afar, like the older outskirts, maybe the villages and all that, is now getting into the nation's capital.
Yes.
It's quite unfortunate. Scary to say the least. Like in Kubwa, it's not like maybe he was walking on a road or something, but right in his residence, he was abducted and then killed. That's very terrible. And I just hope the security agency in the wake of the event of things, would buckle up and double up security in the nation's capital. Because for everything that goes on in the nation's capital is an example for other persons. If you are living in the nation's capital and you do not feel safe, then where will you be safe in the nation? Yes, that's just my thought for now.
Okay. And Miriam, over to you. Abuja is supposed to, like she said, Abuja is supposed to be the pinpoint for other states. Now that residents of Abuja don't feel safe, how do you think security personnel can restore confidence for the residents of Abuja?
Over and over, talk about security on this particular thing. There is no day that goes on Trendz that we don't hammer on security. Does it mean that our leaders or the security personnel are not hearing our cry? Is it that our cry is falling on deaf ears? It's high time our leaders know that governance is not just about projects. They should, security of life and property should be topmost in their agenda, because they're just going about doing projects, and people are scared. You're in FCT, Federal Territory Capital, and
people don't feel safe.
You're not safe. You're just lying around. You are okay. It is happening to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be like, I don't even know if I'll be the one next.
Exactly.
I think our security personnel should do more. They should beefing up security the way Muriat have just said. Strategic points. Security should be policemen. Even these policemen are not even safe. Because at times they're being attacked.
They're being attacked as well.
Yes, they are not even safe. So I don't really know what we should even do to help this situation. I think our leaders should come up and do something about this.
Definitely. Our condolences to the Nigerian Veterinary Association.
And we hope the children also are
found, exactly, because the children we have no information about the kids.
Generation almost in the hands of abductors. I mean, it's very, very unfortunate. I must say the least. Very unfortunate to the medical communities, and even to us as citizens, because you are not safe. Even in your house, because they were picked from their house.
From where it always looks like in Nigeria, medical practitioners are always overlooked. They are always battling from one problem to another. If it's not their pay, it is something else. I think something should be done for the NMA. Instead of just lying low.
And in Nigeria, veterinary doctors are very few.
They're very few, yes.
That people we should cherish a lot, not just about the human lives being saved alone, even our animals also.
Yeah.
To be able to keep them in one place. And this person you said was even the chairman.
Yes, of the FCT chapter. Yes, so it's a really sad one.
In his own house. Imagine what is going through the mind of
you say that in your house. You want to tell me that when they say don't go out, something but so even in your house, something about
exactly he was in his house and they picked them up from the house. So
and again we should wait for investigation. That's another thing, another angle to it. Investigation. This one he was picked from his house. I don't know if the police were the one who gave the official statements that it was actually adopted.
Yes, we don't have the official statements yet.
We don't know whether he was targeted for one reason or
another. But after this abduction, days later they found him on the road of Kuba.
Yes, and his body was found on the road. Yes. Exactly. So there is more to it.
Into conclusion first, that was even adopters who entered, kidnap, and all that. It was insecurity, yes. But however, this is where Miriam was talking about police being on point and fast. By now, we're supposed to have had statements from investigation carried out for what happened on Friday. If
we don't have that
targeted attempt on his life, like another thing, or just an abductor, because in that area we hear a lot of stories. People go, they abduct them.
Yes,
we don't know. Yes, that's another angle to it.
But are you even sure this is for ransom? Because they killed the man and the children are still missing.
That's the thing. We don't even know. We don't even know. We just pray the children are safe.
Amen.
My condolences to the family. And then still on insecurity. Reports from the northeast indicate that Boko Haram insurgents have seized control of a border town near Cameroon, leading to the displacement of thousands of residents. Over 5,000 people, mostly women and children, are said to have crossed into Cameroon in search of safety. This development in our bordering communities has raised fresh concerns about humanitarian needs both within Nigeria and in neighboring communities. Now, I just have one question, just one simple question. What does this situation tell us about the continuing security challenges in Nigerian bordering communities? Because it's still the same thing we're talking about, insecurity. So it boils down to the same question. People in our border communities, how can they feel safe? Because we're talking about in the states, and then those in the border communities, do they have hope
For me,
of being safe?
For me, Omoyeni, I believe we, the citizens, the government, the police, the enforcement agencies are even more aware of how this could be solved.
Okay.
But the question is, why is it not being implemented?
Why are steps not being taken?
You know, like Miriam say, day in, day out that we host Trendz, Justice, whatever program, we talk about implementation issues.
On a daily basis.
Nigeria has one of the best laws or system put in place for various things that affect our day-to-day activities as a nation and as a society. But the problem that we are having is implementation. So coming here to say this, say that, say this, they know that they're supposed to buckle up and have more persons there. They need to digitalize, bring in more arms, and do a lot of other things that has to do. Then buckle up intelligence, but from the local communities, community policing, and even the national police itself. They are all aware of this, but the problem is there's a missing link somewhere.
Yes.
There's a missing link somewhere. What's going on that they will not be able to implement? I bet you these enforcement agencies are 10 times more intelligent than even we, the citizens.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
so there should be.
So they know that they are supposed to get more things. Even recruit or take advice or see patterns from even states or nations that have conquered this way before us and also implemented. They know, they are aware, but the problem is that they are not implementing it. I don't know why more arms should not be given.
Exactly, because this security issue didn't just start today.
Yes.
It has been something that has been going on and on and on. So why are they just keeping quiet about it?
Like Miriam said,
why are they quiet
even
about
the police themselves, they are not safe.
They're not safe,
They are not safe because they give them arms that will not be able to meet with the sophisticated arms.
Yes, exactly. And there's a report that these bandits, they carry more arms than even arms. So why can't we purchase?
So you can imagine someone's father, someone's brother, someone's teacher, so somebody that has a life, because I want to secure, you are going with something less sophisticated than the other person to fight. At least let the government give our armed forces equal opportunity to face these bandits.
Okay, wait now. Now that these bandits have more sophisticated weapons than our policemen, does it mean that who is giving these bandits the money to buy these sophisticated weapons?
Exactly.
Is it not the same government?
How do they even pass through borders? How do they pass through?
Because somebody is sponsoring their money, right?
Something is happening.
This thing is from the government. Like, this is coming from the government, because if the government is quiet on this, they're not doing anything, and you see these people always coming up every day to attack, and the government is quiet, and you see them, they're using more weapons than our policemen. It means they are being sponsored by our government.
Yes, even our
government know what is happening, and they're just keeping quiet.
Yes, are being overpowered by these persons. So why won't our citizens or our brothers and sisters who are in the borders community run into Cameroon for safety?
Okay,
now you're doing better than Nigeria cannot do.
Exactly. You're not running out from your country to go and seek support from another place.
That have their citizens more secured, have their border more equipped. Okay, I read somewhere and they said, okay, Cameroon government and Nigerian government should come together, agree, and cooperate with each other. I promise you, even if Cameroon government cooperate, which they are doing. That's why we are even running there. Some of our brothers and sisters are running there for safety. I'm not sure that missing link that's happening in Nigeria will still make that cooperation not actualize or allow the safety be implemented on the citizens. And honestly, it's very unfortunate because you are hearing it from far. You never can tell. It can be you tomorrow.
Exactly.
This is becoming a menace in the society, and the government needs to sit up. We are saying it over and over again. I don't know whether the government is not even deriving joy from this insecurity. I mean, if you are covered,
because you tell me that you're hearing this and you're not doing anything about it.
From among house to among house to among glasses to among everything. Does
you
that
don't
mean
care
you
about yourself? You don't care about the citizens that you're leading.
The question is, if every Nigerian is taken out because of insecurity, who would the government govern over?
That's a very big question. I hope the government is listening. I hope they try to find a solution to these issues. It's really, really pathetic. Now, moving away from insecurity. A Boeing pastor arrested for allegedly abusing 22-year-old female church member. The Ebonyi State Police Command has arrested the General Overseer of Champion the Truth Cathedral, Bishop Ndubweze Okori Onyagoziri, for allegedly engaging in repeated sexual acts with a 22-year-old woman said to be a sickle cell patient. According to reports, the victim's family raised the alarm after discovering the alleged abuse, which had been going on for some time. The police confirmed the cleric's arrest, noting that investigations are underway to determine the full details of this incident. Now, the development has sparked outrage within communities and renewed public debate about trust, exploitation, and accountability amongst religious leaders. Let me start with you, Miriam. How do you think religious institutions can strengthen internal accountability to prevent cases like this? According to the story, the pastor told her that she's a sickle cell patient. The pastor told her that if he has sexual intercourse with her for a number of time or a couple of years, I think about 5 years, that her genotype is going to change from SS to AS. So how can leaders be held accountable when they bring up things like this? How can we stop this in the society? Because it's a menace that has been going on for a very long time. What do you think can be done?
If I got you right,
yes,
said this pastor has been sleeping with this girl for the past 5 years.
Yes.
And she's 22 years now.
Yes. And then she said
this girl was 17 when this thing started. She was a minor.
Exactly.
When this thing started. So how would a man of God, in quote, man of God,
yes,
you approach a girl without the consent of her parents weren't there, you were just talking to only the girl, and you decided to start sleeping with this girl in the name of, if you have sexual intercourse with her for a couple of years, her genotype will change.
Yes.
Really? I don't want to say that Nigerians are brainwashed for this doctrine,
when it comes to religion, yes, gullible.
This girl was a minor when this thing started.
So it's not her fault then.
Yes, she was a minor.
Yes.
So maybe she didn't even know what was happening, you get. But she let this thing go on 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 to 22 years. She couldn't talk to anybody.
And that brings me to the other part of the story. She said at every point in time she tried reporting, he threatened her with a gun or a knife. He told her he was going to kill her. So over to you, Barrister Munirat. From a legal point, how do you think this case, how do you
of course, from the legal point, we all know this is against the law. That's not even the main issue for me, Omoyeni. I think in Nigeria, we should look at this aspect. Religious leaders are people who the society, families have very huge trust for.
They revere them, yes.
They trust them. They revere them, like you said. So now, shouldn't there be criteria put in place for people or persons who believe that they want to be religious leaders, have a church or be pastors, that will put in place for them to scrutinize their characters,
exactly,
their past, their character, their past, whoever they are, even before they start parading themselves as pastors or as clerics or as men of God or as a religious leader. Reason being that everybody just get up, oh, I am called. And they just go into this thing. Oh, I am called. Today you see Jesus bread, tomorrow you see Jesus wine, next tomorrow you see Jesus microphone, tomorrow you see dragon. It never ends with these things. And you see them keep taking advantage of their church members over and over again. I mean, the act itself, we all know is unlawful, we all know is bad. But what do we put in place to make this thing stop? Exactly. It should have, just the way we have restaurants, that we have people who come to check their restaurant from time to time, we should have a check and balance, not necessarily to interfere with the religious activity. I know, right? But however, because of things like this, we need a check and balance between these so-called religious leaders.
And then, like she said, the girl was a minor. So I think her parents also are to be blamed. Aside because we don't have any checks and balance. Exactly.
But Nigerians should wake up and stop worshiping these religious leaders. Because you worship them, that you see that when they are even going wrong, you don't even see it that they are going wrong. You believe everything verbatim from them. They will come and tell you that the Holy Spirit said, but we as Christians, you get, or even as an individual, let me leave the Christianity, we have that discerning spirit.
Yes.
You don't just take everything somebody says word for word without even trying to clarify.
On a lighter note, it's very easy for one to fall for these religious leaders because you know now, like the Lord said.
Yes.
So I came across one religious leader and the Lord said the first time, it was weird to me what the Lord said. And on my way going, I was like, what's going on? So let me cut the long story short. The first call came in, and please, you need to come to church right now. On your way, please buy kerosene. We need to use kerosene. So I was like, okay, why not, man of God? I got the kerosene. The second time, oh, come. On your way, come and please bring candle. Like, okay, you know. Until the third, I don't want to even say the things he said.
Yes, they think a man is gullible,
right? So the third time, he was like, I just saw you now. Accident.
No.
Come right now. And I say, I rebuke it.
Our religious leaders, they need to do better.
And that's how
they really need to do better.
Apart from religious leaders,
I need to quickly take the next story. I see that you have a lot. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And so the next story is the Uniport Vice Chancellor orders the arrest of final year students over white t-shirt sign-out ban. Now, this story, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Port Harcourt reportedly ordered the arrest of a final year student in school. And we have a video to that, so let's watch the video. Let's see from the video what this video tells us. You can see the Vice Chancellor pulling the student. He asked the security personnel in the school to pull the students into the car. And then there were other students around wearing the same white t-shirts.
Why did he just capitalize?
Now, this is because the orientation agency the National Orientation Agency called for the ban of white t-shirts because he said they write all sort of immoral things on the white t-shirts when they're signing out. So the Vice Chancellor took it upon himself. Okay, the video is not playing, so let's just go ahead and talk about it quickly before we leave. So the Vice Chancellor took it upon himself to walk around the school and then with the security persons to pick up the students and arrest the students. So do you think this is a good move by the Vice Chancellor of the university?
I don't know why he brought knife to a gun. Why he brought gun to a knife fight.
Yes.
But it's a two-way thing. I mean, there was an announcement that no white shirt.
Yes.
Why are you wearing white shirt?
Okay.
Why the disobedience? So if we are all attacking like what's going on online, the Vice Chancellor, that why did he arrest? Why is nobody asking the question? After an announcement, do not wear white t-shirt. This is upon themselves because you are graduating not just for for educational purpose alone, even for good character.
Yes, exactly.
You get, and the good character starts with obedience. These are the people that will not obey simple traffic rules.
Exactly.
By the time they leave school, Because even right from school, they are saying, do not wear white t-shirt. And you are, even though you have any opposition, this is an authority. You write. Social reason, yes.
You cannot do anything.
You don't wear white t-shirt.
In the institution.
And you're wearing white t-shirt.
So you think the vice chancellor was right for doing that?
So arresting someone for wearing white t-shirt? No, of course.
That's not it, because I think that's an infringement
I said
of.
earlier. I'm saying
There are two sides.
there are two sides to the coin. Yes, there are two sides of the coin.
Okay.
One, why are you even wearing white t-shirt in the first place after an announcement? I'm
That
sure
they
there was an
should be,
announcement.
yes, yes,
Because you are not
should
just
be.
graduating as an educational person alone, but of somebody with good character to be able to function well in a
Yes.
society. And that's on one side. And two, on the vice versa, we must be able to Miriam, what's the word? We must be able to compose our emotions.
They always say two wrongs.
Don't make it right.
Thank
Exactly,
you.
I think.
So we'll be able to compose our emotions, even no matter what, be able to do things rationally. I mean, why are you arrested? Did he steal? Did he kill? Or what did he do? You know, I beg your pardon. So that
Even in the video, if you went as far as dragging the student.
The student,
Why are you
People
dragging just that student? Sure, there were other students.
There were other students.
Yeah,
from the
we
video,
we don't know the
yes.
circumstances around that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why we cannot be so
Person's
sure
arrest,
now. But I know there's an announcement that, for example,
Yeah, they were
do
not
wear
supposed to
t-shirts.
wear that white.
And then the vice chancellor should be able to control his own emotion as a leader in whatever position you find yourself. You must be able to control your emotion in order for you to act rationally.
Yeah.
You know, you could simply just walk him out of the school premises. You can simply just say you will not participate in this signing out.
See, that's what you're here for, exactly.
I mean, he did not.
It's too
There
far.
was nothing criminal about him wearing white t-shirt, even if there was an announcement. However, I mean,
Okay, thank you very much. And then on a lighter note, Opeyemi Ayonwale, popularly known as Imisi, has officially been crowned as the winner of the official Big Brother Naija Season 10. The 23-year-old fashion designer and actor from Oyo State clinched the title on Sunday night, taking home the grand prize, which Africans Cash Awards. Imisi secured a commanding victory with 42.8% of the final votes, outshining the other finalists in the season that began with a record of 29 housemates. Dede finished as first runner-up. And that's a wrap on today's edition of Trendz with LJE. A very big thank you to our panelists. Thank you, Barrister Muniratadama, for being a part of the show. And thank you, Mrs. Miriam Gamali. Thank you. And thanks to our viewers for staying tuned on Trendz. Remember to keep the conversation going. Comment, like, and subscribe on our social media platforms at LG in Nigeria. You can also report a violation you encounter on our website at www.lgnigeria.org. Do well to join us again as we continue to explore the stories shaping Nigeria and beyond. I am Omoyeni J4. Stay safe and have a good day.
Camera rolling. Light set. Sound check. And action.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's program.
A program where we get to talk about the daily
lawyers
habits around
dissect
the
legal
world.
issues with intent to educate.
This is the perfect space to create professional quality videos, recording news, podcasts, and all media content. With top-of-the-line cameras, studio lighting, soundproof spaces, we provide everything you need for a seamless shoot. Our fully equipped studio ensures high-quality production every time. Enjoy a comfortable, air-conditioned environment with professional-grade gear and expert support. Contact us now or visit our Abuja location to reserve your spot.